Alright, dudes, well, cleaning out the shed and all that kind of stuff. And, let's see what we can find underneath the lawnmower, because that hasn't been moved in, I guess, since I've been here entirely. So, let's see what we can find behind it and under it, and this will be fun. If I scream like a little girl, just make sure you laugh pretty hard. Alright. So far, so good. No sounds. Nothing there. Is this going to be a bummer? I guess it is. Nothing. Okay, well, you know, figured you guys would enjoy this if there were any sounds. Any critters underneath and getting to listen to me scream like a little girl. So. Okay, well, since I've got you guys, let's have a little talk. Okay, so, well, I guess we'll just go straight into it. I was talking with one of my former students, or one of my students, I guess. He still hasn't graduated, and I'm technically not gone yet, so he's not a former student, but he's a student. Yesterday, I was sitting in my classroom, and he was coming back. His mom works for the school, and I was talking to him, and he's like, "Man, I wonder if we're gonna get blamed for running off another teacher." And I was just like, no, not your fault. Definitely not your fault for me leaving. And it's like, oh, okay, that's good. I mean, he was like, yeah, we did it again, just having fun. I mean, he's a good kid. I like the kid. But that got me thinking. This year's going to be freshmen, so last year's 8th graders, and this class, actually the class before them. Every time a teacher leaves that, I guess, that hasn't been there for a while or whatnot, they're always told that, yeah, it's their fault. Excuse me? What? Unless, I really don't believe this. I mean, if the person that's leaving is blaming the students, then more than likely, they should not have ever been a teacher. Plain and simple. Because it's not the kids. You go into teaching knowing, okay, there are going to be some pain in the butt kids. And have there been? Yes, I will agree there are some kids that are pains in the butts. But you have to work with those kids. You don't just get up one day and you say, you know what, I'm leaving, and it's totally their fault. No, the real person at fault is who's ever telling these kids this. They know that they're the reason that this person is leaving, or these people are leaving, and they decide to tell the kids that it's their fault. Oh, this person's leaving because of you. Your fault. No, it's not the kid's fault. It's probably the staff. Neither of which are the reason that I am leaving. I just got a better offer, and I want to do something better with my life than live out here in Rolla, Kansas, because there's a difference in living and existing. I am existing in Rolla. There's nothing out here for me. That's just the way it is. I mean, if I wanted to live in western Kansas, I would have to move up to Garden City. I mean, granted, Liberal is closer, but there's still nothing for me there. I mean, there's 2 museums that I'm aware of. I mean, I'm a museum guy, being a history teacher. I kind of enjoy museums. But even then, I mean, one of them is the Wizard of Oz Museum, which is great. Well, actually, I've never been, but as a Kansan, definitely enjoy the Wizard of Oz. And that would be pretty cool. I mean, I've never been. I should have gone last year or something. It was a big celebration there. But anyway, and then there's the Aviation Museum, which is really cool. Been there twice. Definitely would recommend it. But I would definitely recommend going by yourself, at least for me, because I went with the kids, and it was great. I absolutely enjoyed hanging out with the kids, but I had to be a responsible adult and make sure the kids were good and take care of them while they got to learn and everything, which was cool, which was really cool. I mean, you become a teacher to help kids learn. But as the guy that, oh, there's all these World War II aircraft and really cool stuff, I wanted to go read all the plaques and everything, and the kids were kind of rambunctious, and they were having a good time, which is great. So, but no, there's really nothing down here in southwestern Kansas for me. I mean, Garden City would have to be the closest. I mean, there's some cool stuff. I mean, I haven't really explored much, but at least to me, it kind of reminds me of being in the Flint Hills up by Manhattan and that area. So, but no, for me to be happy, and that's legitimately why I'm leaving, happiness. I'll be honest, I have called my parents, mostly my mom, just because, I mean, I love my dad, he's great, but as a guy, we're not normally in touch with our emotions, and my mother is. She's a little bit more in touch, and my dad, he is someone good to come talk to. I mean, when I was having issues with the cat, I thought maybe I might have to put him down. That was something my dad and I talked about, because he was emotionally detached from the situation. I'm not saying my dad is emotionally detached. That's not at all what I'm getting at. But he is more in control of his emotions. But anyway, so I've talked to my mother several times, a lot over the years. Man, Rolla is just not for me. There's nothing here. And she's like, it's okay, you can get through it. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not happy out here. And it's like, okay, well, we'll see what we can do. Try and find another job and everything. And moving out of here, I know I'm going to be immensely happy in Wichita. And so, yeah, that happiness is the entire reason that I'm leaving. It has nothing to do with the students, nothing to do with the staff. I mean, there are some things that are happening that I just not really a fan of, but, you know, they work for people out here. They don't work for me, because I'm not from out here. I don't understand how this stuff works. And so, plus another reason I'm kind of leaving, the school seems to be dying almost. I mean, last year, or the class that just graduated, there were 2 kids. The year before that, there were probably 15, 20 kids. The year before that, 6. So, when you have the inconsistent numbers, and you're not replacing those numbers. I mean, when the class that was 6 and 2 left, there were enough kids coming up to take their place. But when the class that there was 18 kids left, there wasn't that many coming up. And this year's seniors, the class of 23, there's 11, 12 of them. There's not 11 or 12 kids coming up. The next big class that I'm aware of, they are going to be first graders this year, I think. So, yeah. That's why I admittedly, I just don't think Rolla's going to be around too much longer. I would love to be proven wrong. But I just figured happiness, and I don't see it lasting too much longer. Plus, I want to get good experience, because working in bigger school districts, you can get experience doing things that school districts are looking for. So, but yeah, no, I just wanted to hop on, wanted to see if there was any rattlesnakes or critters that would make this kind of funny underneath my lawnmower and everything, but there wasn't. And just wanted to get on and basically tell the kids, so that's what this video is mainly for. The majority of my subscribers at this point in time are my students, and maybe some of their parents. But it's not your fault. Don't ever let anybody tell you that the reason a teacher is leaving is your fault. And if for whatever reason a teacher does say it is the student's fault, that person should not be an educator. Plain and simple. So that's my spiel for today, and it's only 10:30 in the morning, I think. I don't know. I have my phone, but it's over far distance. So I'm just cleaning stuff, and I'm gonna get back to cleaning stuff because I gotta get stuff done. Gotta get stuff ready for a garage sale we're having, the community-wide garage sale on Saturday. So I'm going to get back to work and get all this dusty stuff cleaned, and yeah. So don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, share this with your friends if you find this content worthwhile. So make sure you guys keep living your best lives. Catch you in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scouts.